Today we're going to talk about automatic VirtualIP failover on Oracle Cloud infrastructure. As you can see here on this diagram, we currently have a Corosync Pacemaker cluster with a floating IP address running on top of two Oracle Linux servers. We have also created different user accounts and different availability domains just to show you how a high availability environment is critical for such scenario. So HA is very important, and automating your VirtualIP failover is critical to keep your applications up and running and also to allow your users to perform their duties without any impact in case of a downtime situation, for example. So let's just go ahead and check the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure console to show how the configuration is done. Here we have node 1. As you can see on the GUI, we have two IP addresses associated with this node. The primary IP address, the secondary IP address, which is going to be used as our floating IP. If we check node 2, we can have just one single IP address associated with that node. As mentioned before, we have Corosync Pacemaker installed on these two nodes, and Pacemaker provides this nice GUI interface that you can use to manage your cluster. And our floating IP address resource is currently running on node 1. So let's go and use the terminal to check the IP address information to make sure we have the right information place. So this is my node 1 server, and as you can see here, I currently have two IP addresses associated with that node, the primary IP address and the floating IP address 172.0.0.10. The second tab has my node 2 information. Here I have just one single IP address associated with this node. And from node 2, I can ping my floating IP address just fine. And actually I'll keep this ping running here in this tab to show you what's going to happen when we move the floating IP from one server to the other, or when we simulate a crash, for example. Going back to node 1 tab, if I run the command pcs status, you will see that my VirtualIP is currently running. So let's just move that resource to node 2 and see what's going to happen. Now let's just run pcs status. It has been stopped on node 1 and it's being started on node 2. And let's check the ping. As you can see here on node 2, pinging operation, there is no failure and with ping command, which means that my resource has moved from node 1 to node 2 without causing any impact to my end users. Now let's just stop ping. Let's rerun the same command line, IP address show, and you will note that the floating IP has now been associated with node 2. If I check node 1 again and stop this watch command and run IP address show, look and note that floating IP has been removed from node 1. The same information has been refreshed in the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure console as well. Remember when we checked here node 1, it had two IP addresses. Now if I refresh this web page, you will note that the floating IP address has been disassociated from node 1 and it was assigned to node 2. Floating IP address is gone. Let's go node 2, refresh the console, and then you will see that the floating IP has been now associated with node 2. There you go. That's how I had to show you. Hope you have enjoyed this demo. For more details about how to set up the automatic VirtualIP failover on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, I recommend you checking the blog information in our Oracle Cloud Infrastructure blog main portal. Thanks. Bye.